Hey, what's going on? This is Krystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game. I am your health and fitness coach who specializes in helping women over 40 lose weight without dieting or exercising for more than 30 minutes at a time. And you are here on today's Fitness Friday discussion where we are going to talk about the 5 reasons why you need to ditch the scale, break up with the scale, tell the scale bye-bye now. F the scale, whatever else you gonna use, because it's not doing you any good things, right? So if you're here with me now, say hey, let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're watching from. If this is your first time catching me, type of one in the chat. You're like, who this chick? I ain't never seen her before. Type of one in the chat. And if you're catching this on replay, like most of you will, type replay in the chat for me. So let's get into it, y'all. I want to talk about this because, and drink up, y'all. Folks get real stuck on the scale. And if that's you, let me know. As a matter of fact, let me know in the chat how frequently, in the comments, how frequently you weigh yourself. I'm curious. I just want to do a quick poll. I'm curious to see how frequently you all weigh yourself. And there are a few reasons why I want y'all to break up with. And we're going to talk about 5 today. I could probably sit here all night and give you a slew of reasons. As one of my clients said, I'm always like, and then I'm gone for real. But then, and then I could probably do that all night, right? But we're not going to do that. It's Friday. I'm going to let you have your day. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Chicago. Hope you're having great weather too. So let's get into it, right? So the first reason that you should say the heck with the scale, F the scale, ditch the scale, all of that good stuff. It's because I want you to focus on how you feel. Too often we get fixated on that number on the scale, and we're not even paying attention to how we feel. Excuse me. What's crazy is I think about the different movies and shows and situations that I know where people are happy to get sick because they feel like it's going to help them lose weight because they're steadily looking at this number on the scale. They may not feel great, or like I know when people get their tonsils out or stuff like that, they like, oh, I was able to drop a few pounds because I couldn't eat. Fam, but you couldn't eat and you weren't even happy. You weren't even happy, but you lost a couple pounds and you feel better? No. Instead, I want you to pay attention to your body, because the things that you are doing should make you feel good, should make you happy, and they'll get you closer to what your goal is. You should notice that you're sleeping better, you have more energy, you feel stronger. Those types of things, not just doing whatever it takes for that number, like literally walking around hungry, sad, hangry, mad, all of these things, weak, because you won't eat because you're trying to reach a number. Unless you are a professional athlete who gets paid and has to, if you're a boxer, you got to weigh a certain amount and you can't fight, okay. But you ain't. You ain't. I know you ain't. You ain't. So stop fixating on that doggone number and focus more on how you feel. That's the first reason why I want you to break up the scale. All right. Let me know if that makes sense to you. If that makes sense, type of makes sense. And I want you to let me know in the chat, have you ever, if y'all brave enough to admit that that's been you, you were happy for an unfortunate event that helped you lose weight. Come on now. Let's be honest. All right. Number 2, let's drink some water. And if you're ready for number 2, drop a 2 in the chat for me. I just thought about it. Make sure my folks can hear me on the group. But number 2, reason why you shouldn't be focused on that scale like that any doggone way is because when you are looking at, I'm sorry, I'm over here trying to multitask because what I want you to do is focus more on having more muscle and less fat. All right. The scale doesn't really tell you that. The scale doesn't tell you the average scale. I know there are some highfalutin scales that tell you all the things. And why do I look so grainy? Let me know if I look grainy to y'all. But anywho, I just saw myself on the book. I don't like it. Anywho, so what I was saying is hopefully y'all can still hear me pretty well. But the thing about it is that if you're just focusing on the number on the scale, you could be totally missing out on what's really happening, where the money is, right? Muscle and fat look very different. And y'all know that just like, I see that, Krystal. I know that. I look in the mirror. But I'm just talking about their compositions, right? So if you're focusing just on the scale, you could be missing all of this progress that's being made because your body, you're like, oh, wait a minute, the number ain't moving, but you don't even realize that your body is changing. I hear so often people like 5 pounds of fat would make weight more than 5 pounds of muscle. No, it don't. 5 pounds is 5 pounds, right? Y'all have heard me say this before if you've been rocking with me. But the difference is 5 pounds of fat is here, 5 pounds of muscle is here. Muscle is more dense. Muscle takes up less space. And it can weigh the same, but I think that you'll be happier if you down here than if you up here from what y'all have been telling me. Right? And then you say you want more muscle, you want to tone up, right? That's why I just had this conversation last night. And I talked about how we think it's a number on the scale that we're really going for, but we're not. We're going for something else. We're going for some other feeling that we're going to get, right? And I hear so often people say, well, I just want to tone up. You know, I'm tired of feeling soft and jiggly, pudgy. I want to wear my old clothes, all that good stuff. If your goal is all that stuff you just listed, I want to tone up because I'm tired of being soft and pudgy. I want to wear my old clothes again. You listed 3 things right there that they ain't got nothing to do with a number. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Y'all hear that? They ain't got nothing to do with a number. None of those things have anything to do with a number. So don't just focus on that scale. Focus on those other things. Do you see a little more definition when you look in the mirror? Like, all right. Were you able to get into your pants a little bit easier without doing as much wiggle, right? Those are the things I want you to pay attention to. All right. Let me know if that makes sense. If that makes sense. And if you feel like you can do that, say, I can do that in the comments. All right. If y'all ready for the third reason, type a 3 in the chat. This is one of my favorites. Anybody who's been rocking with me for any amount of time, y'all know that I'm real big on mental health, mental clarity, the other benefits that we get from exercising as opposed to just losing weight, right? But this is the thing. When you obsess over that number on the scale, it can mess with your mind and not just your body. That's the thing. Getting on that scale causes so many people stress. Let me know if you feel stressed getting on the scale. That alone, that alone can impede how much weight you do or don't lose. Stress alone adds extra fat around your belly, which gonna cause you even more stress, right? So instead of focusing on that number and stressing yourself out and hoping and praying and wishing and dreaming that today is the day that you gonna lose a pound, or today is the day you gonna hit that magic number, today is the day you gonna see some progress on the scale. Move away from that. Focus on you. Focus on your body. Focus on how you feel. That's what I want you to focus on. Do things that make you happy. Move your body and then see how your mood changes, how you're able to handle stress better, how you have more clarity and focus and more confidence than you had before. Those things have nothing to do with the scale, and they're way, way, way more important. All right? I hope that makes sense to you. And I know that's hard for a lot of people. A lot of people like, no, Chris, I need my scale. I gotta weigh myself every day. For why? You know how much stress you putting on yourself every day? Imagine if every day all you did was focus on, let's just say, one thing that you know is going to make you feel better physically. Instead of getting on the scale every morning, you focus on whether you reach your water goal. Or instead of focusing on the scale, you focus on if you hit your sleep goal. You focus on if you hit your step goal. You focus on if you made all of your meals for the day instead of buying something. And when you did it, you found healthy alternatives. Focus on those things. They will make you feel better. They'll make you proud of yourself. And they have nothing to do with the scale. All right. Number 4, if you're ready for number 4, I gave y'all 3 so far. So, excuse me, for anybody who's joining in now, hey, I'm Krystal Taylor, owner of Fitness is Not a Game. And today we're talking about 5 reasons to ditch the scale. Tell that scale bye-bye today. And I just went through numbers 1 through 3. The first reason I want you to step away from it is because I want you to focus on how you're feeling as opposed to what a number is. So if you're feeling more energetic, you have more strength, you could have more focus. I want you to do that. Number 2, I want you to leave that scale alone because muscle and fat look different. So you could be building muscle, burning fat, and the scale may not be moving. But I want you to focus on those things as opposed to saying, dang, I know I lost 10 inches, but I ain't lost a pound yet. Fam, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Because I guarantee you this, folks can see that you lost 10 inches, but they don't know if you lost a pound or not. And I can guarantee you that part of the reason why you want to tone up and stuff is because you do like to get those compliments, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. And number 3, we talked about talking about taking care of your mental health because that scale can like damage it. And now the 4th reason why I want you to break up with that scale, to ditch the scales, because I want you to celebrate every doggone thing. Every doggone win you have. And not just a win on the scale. Let me not air quote that. I want you to only celebrate when the number goes down on the scale. No. Just like I said, celebrate these other things. Celebrate, like somebody just posted in the group the other day that they made, was it a full 3 miles? I think if who was, I think it was Miss Veronica. If you on here, let me know. Those are the things we celebrating. Somebody's like, I finally was able to run an entire mile without stopping. Celebrate that. That ain't got nothing to do with the goal. I mean, with the scale. Hey, Brother Alton. Look here, those are the things we want to celebrate. When you finally, when you made the decision to say, you know what, I'm gonna bypass this. Like I'll say this. Let me give a real life example. Let's be real. Let's talk about, let's just say even Chick-fil-A, right? It's a win if you decide that instead of the spicy deluxe with cheese, maybe you just get the spicy deluxe, right? You ain't take the cheese off. That's a win. I mean, you did take the cheese off. That's a win. Or maybe you say, you know what? Instead of the fried chicken sandwich, I'm going to get the grilled chicken sandwich. That's a win. If you say, you know what? Instead of getting the fries today, I think I'm going to try the soup. That's a win. If you said, you know what? I'm a backward, because we're going down. We went from the deluxe, fried deluxe with cheese to just a fried deluxe. Now we went to a grilled deluxe. And then maybe one day you say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try this salad because they fire. And I've eaten all of them, depending on the day, right? But whenever you made a decision that is on the healthier side from what you would typically have chosen, that is a win, and celebrate that. That has nothing to do with the scale. When you did put on that dress that you hadn't been able to wear and you looked good in it, that's a win. Ain't got nothing to do with the scale. Those are the things I want y'all to focus on. So not focusing on the scale, breaking up with the scale telling you whether you good or not. All these other things are like, heck yeah, I'm good. Nothing else, I feel good. Let me know if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Hey, Andre. Yes, when you are disciplined. When you say, you know what? Man, I did all 5 of my workouts this week. Whoa, that ain't got nothing to do with the scale. Even just having the energy to do all 5, having a discipline to do all 5. Celebrate that. All right. And then the last reason why, if y'all want the last one, type of 5. Let's drink up. The last reason I want you to break up with the scale, ditch the scale, say F the scale, is because I want you to focus on health overall. It's not just a number on the scale. I want you to focus on getting your water, getting your sleep, being mindful of how you eat, making sure that you're moving your body and enjoying it, right? Excuse me. That's a big struggle that people have because they've been programmed to believe that they have to exercise, and exercise feels and sounds like a chore, and they don't want another thing to do on the list. But what if we reframe it and say, this isn't something else I have to do, it's something I get to do, and I found something I enjoy. I don't like running, but I like skating, I like jumping rope, I like dancing. You know what I found? I actually like lifting weights. Or I like doing yoga. You know what? I really enjoy a good walk. Y'all, yesterday was National Pie Day, right? For all my math folks. Happy belated Pie Day. And I was talking to my older son, and we were talking about, I was like, because he's a math, like he just absolutely loves math, right? He always has. Both my boys are extremely good at math, but the older one just like math is his thing. So he came down, and I was like, "Happy Pie Day." He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Man, it'd have been dope if we had some pie, but we don't." So he was like, "Yeah, that would be good," and I was like, "Man," I said it just I sort of threw it out there just to see what he was gonna say. And I was like, "You should walk to the grocery store and grab us some pies." And he said, "You know what? I should." Hmm? Okay, because it's only about a mile away. But I was like, okay. So he went, and yesterday, like early evening, he walked up to the grocery store, came back with like the little mini pies for all of us, whatever. So was like, cool. But today he said his legs are hurting, feel like, oh, that walk up here wasn't no joke or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But he talked about how he enjoyed the walk. He's 24. At that age, they may or may not respect the importance of exercising and balancing how they eat, all that good stuff. And I've been trying to like encourage him to work out more, right? We basically have a whole gym in our basement. But he says he does his own stuff on his own. I'm like, okay, I just don't see it. But what I realize is that he just doesn't truly enjoy the stuff that a lot of us would typically do. But even when he was in high school, he played tennis. They played golf. Both of the boys, now I think about it, that's what they did. Find something that you enjoy. It's just about moving your body and being comfortable in your skin, loving your skin, who you are overall, and not focusing on whether that number or that the device tells you yay or nay on whether you should love yourself or not. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. All right. So let's do a quick recap. Y'all, anybody who just came in, I'm Krystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game. And today on our Fitness Friday discussion, we're talking about the 5 reasons why you should ditch the scale, break up the scale. And the first was that I want you to focus on how you feel. Take a gauge. Take a inventory of how you feel. Have more energy, you're in a better mood, right? Number 2, muscle and fat don't look the same. So the scale may or may not move while your body is moving in all the right directions. Getting tight. All right. Number 3, it can mess with your mind. And if it's ever messed with your whole mood, let me know. How many of you have gotten on the scale and it ruined the rest of your day? You like, man, I I knew I had fallen off and I knew I was tripping, but I didn't know it was that bad. And then the rest of the day, you're looking at yourself in the mirror all side-eye. Now you don't want to eat. Now you feel like you just need to go out there and all that ex- torture exercising. That's another reason why a lot of people don't like exercise, because they feel like they're torturing themselves for what they ate. That's a whole nother discussion for another day. But that's the third reason why. Fourth reason, I want you to celebrate your wins, all your wins, as opposed to just the win on the scale. Okay, you lost a pound, but you lost 3 inches too. You wore that outfit that you never had the confidence to wear before, and you look good in it. You made a healthier decision when you went out to eat, or you made your own food. You had the energy to get through the workout, knock it out. Celebrate those things. They have nothing to do with the scale. And then the last thing, I want you to look at health as a overall big picture. It's not just a number on the scale that's yay or nay. There's so many other things. Focus on how you're moving. Focus on how you're eating. Focus how you feel. Those are the things I want you to focus on. Right? And y'all say, you say all the time the scale mess with my head. Look. So for any of you who've ever struggled with the scale, that thing has bothered you, and you really, you want to move away from the scale, it makes sense, but you still need help with it, make sure you sign up. I have a challenge that's coming up on Monday. It's a free challenge. It's called F the Scale. Don't let a number weigh you down. Actually, F the Scale, weight ain't number the number. That's what it is. The book and the challenge is named different, but the goal of this challenge is to help you find that happiness in all the things that is your body. Ain't got nothing to do with that scale. We're not going to worry about that scale anymore. We're going to keep focusing on us. So if you know you need that help and you want to move away from it, make sure you register. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay anything at all. It's in the description, but I'm dropping it in the chat again for y'all. And this is the thing. I wholeheartedly encourage you to share with somebody. I want you to find 3 to 5 people who can use this and who will be in the challenge with you, because it's going to improve your chances of success. You are going to do better when you have your tribe with you. Like I said, the group is already dope. The people you're gonna meet already dope, but you increase your chances of success when you have your people with you. All right, Aaron Sending is free, and we all know folks who can use this. Instead of obsessing over that scale, let's live a healthy life, especially so we're not making these unhealthy decisions just to reach a doggone number. All right. Now I'm gonna let y'all out of here for real. And I'm not gonna hold back like my class I do all the time. Unless y'all got questions. If you got questions, drop them in the chat and I will hang out here to answer your questions. But I've been watching and I haven't seen any questions yet. I'm gonna give y'all a quick countdown. 5, 4. You type and just hit enter so I know that you type. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Saving that all hearts and minds are clear. Now I've answered all the questions. I will bid you all adieu and have a fantastic evening and weekend. I hope to see all of you in the challenge. We start Monday. Shop Monday. Emails go out early Monday morning. We have a live discussion Monday evening. I will see y'all there, and I will see y'all again soon on the next Fitness Friday discussion. Y'all be good. Bye.